Have you ever really stopped to think about the journey your prescription takes before it lands on your doorstep? It's happening more and more, right? With telehealth and at-home care. But we gotta remember, that's not just another package. It's a vital piece of your health. And that final leg of its journey, what they call the last mile, well, that's the most important part of all. So today, let's pull back the curtain and really look at the guardian of your health's final mile.
So let's just start with this question. It's simple, but the answer is a really big deal. When we're talking about your health, the person handing you that package isn't just some random delivery driver. They are literally the final link in a chain of care that started with your doctor, a chain that's protected by some really strict privacy laws. So the question is, who do you really trust with that kind of responsibility?
In the world of shipping, everyone knows the last mile is the trickiest part. It's the most complicated, the most expensive. But when we're talking about healthcare, it's also the most vulnerable. We're not talking about getting a new phone charger on time. This is about getting life-saving medication safely and securely into the hands of a patient who needs it.
And that, right there, is the key difference. Every single medical delivery is a direct part of someone's treatment plan. So a delay, a mistake, a privacy breach, that doesn't just cause a little inconvenience. It can have serious, real-world consequences for a person's health and their well-being.
And that leads us to the most crucial element in all of this, the person making the delivery. A medical courier has a whole different set of responsibilities that go way beyond a standard delivery driver. This is exactly why a specialized, tough certification isn't just some nice little extra. It's an absolute necessity.
Okay, so take a look at this. This chart really breaks it down. With a standard delivery, it's all about speed and convenience, right? Get it there fast. But with the certified medical delivery, the focus completely shifts. It's all about safety, compliance with the rules, and privacy. The responsibility isn't just to the pharmacy that shipped it, it's directly to you, the patient.
Let's make this real for a second. Think about the sticks. Medication like insulin, which is super sensitive to temperature, could be ruined if it's just left out in the sun. It becomes completely useless. Or what if your private health information was compromised? That's a breach of trust you can never take back. These aren't just things that could happen. They are real dangers that a properly certified courier is trained specifically to prevent.
So how do you make absolutely sure that every single driver is ready for this huge responsibility? Well, you put them through a certification gauntlet. This isn't some simple quiz you take online. It's a really comprehensive process, designed from the ground up to test and prove that a courier can be a trusted guardian of a patient's health.
And this is not a one-and-done kind of thing. The path to getting certified is a really deliberate, multi-step process. It all starts with super strict vetting and background checks. Then, drivers go through extensive training that covers everything from privacy laws to exact handling procedures. And finally, they have to pass a serious compliance exam before they can earn that official LMRX certification.
Now, at the very heart of all this training is patient confidentiality. And let's be clear, this isn't just a friendly suggestion to be quiet. It's a legal and ethical duty. Protecting what's called patient health information, or PHI, is basically the foundation of trust for this whole system.
But how does that actually work in the real world, on the road? Well, certified drivers are trained on these specific non-negotiable rules. Things like making sure no patient information is ever visible in their vehicle, only using secure ways to communicate, and, this one's huge, always verifying someone's identity before handing over a package. Every single step is designed to protect your privacy. There is just zero room for error. And of course, there's the other side of the coin, protecting the medicine itself. We're talking about secure, locked, tamper-evident containers, so you know nothing's been messed with. We're talking about constant temperature monitoring for those sensitive items, and a super detailed chain of custody log that tracks that package from the second it leaves the pharmacy to the second it's in your hands.
So all this training, all these rules and protocols, they're all designed for one critical moment, that interaction right at your doorstep. This is where that certification badge really proves its worth. It's where all that training turns into professional, secure action.
I love this quote because it just nails it. The driver isn't just another part of the process, they are the final guardian. Every single thing they do, from how they say hello to how they check your ID, has to reflect that huge responsibility.
And here is what that perfect handoff actually looks like. It's a really precise 4-step process. First, a professional greeting. Second, a 100% identity check to make sure the medicine is going to the right person. Third, a digital signature to securely close out that chain of custody. And fourth, a final confirmation with you, the patient.
every single step is built for maximum safety and security.
When you're dealing with something as personal as your health information, the standard for excellence has to be absolute. The only acceptable number of privacy breaches is 0. That's it. It's the bottom line, and it is completely non-negotiable.
You know, when you boil it all down, what we're really talking about is trust. Trust that your medicine was handled the right way. Trust that your privacy is totally protected. A certification like LMRX isn't just for the driver or the pharmacy. It's the system that builds and maintains that trust for every single person involved.
So when you see that a certified professional is handling your delivery, you should know that it means so much more than just a completed training course. It's a promise that the person at your door has been vetted, trained, and tested to be a true guardian of your health.
It's the most critical part of the whole journey, and it all ends with that simple handoff at your door. So the next time you get a medical delivery, it's worth asking yourself, do you know who's running that final, most important mile for you?